LOL to another video. In this video, I want to talk about the difference between getting out of your comfort zone through happiness, promise, hope, faith, versus getting out of your comfort zone through fear, pressure, um, authority, domination. And there is a difference between the two. Now, what are the differences? Well, first of all, I always condone getting out of your comfort zone. I believe getting out of your comfort zone is always beneficial because we as human beings, we need to evolve. We are nature just as much as a tree or a plant, and they grow, and we too need to grow, and we need to go through the inevitable challenges in life in order to grow, to get past. And we can't do that by staying complacent and stagnant within our fears or just being or just tolerating living a life where we don't achieve and grow. But there is a difference between getting out of your comfort zone with promise and hope and getting out of your comfort zone with fear. So the difference is that if you think of a hobby that you've always wanted to do, or a dream, it's scary on the surface of it. It's going to cause a lot of fear. It's going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to make you afraid. That's inevitable and that's necessary. But deep down, you know that there's a promise to it. There's a future in it. It could be your intuition. It could just be your alignment, your frequency. It could just be synchronization. But you know that by pursuing this and by going through the inevitable challenges, that it's something that you truly can grow from, and it's an alignment with who you are and what you want to do, you know, versus just pursuing something just because getting out of your comfort zone, um, unfortunately, now is a trend. And so you pursue things that you really don't want to do deep down, that you don't feel in alignment with, but you're just doing them because you feel as if it's necessary for you to grow. And it can, but ultimately, it's not providing any sort of inner fulfillment. You're just facing challenges and challenges. And those challenges are hard to grow from when you don't find any sort of promise or fulfillment that's in alignment with who you are. You're just going through consistent challenges just because you feel as if it's necessary for you to do so. Because, as I said earlier, getting out of your comfort zone, that saying, is a trend. Um, Unfortunately, more than it is just life advice or something that's a resource for you to grow. So there is a difference between the two, and it is important that we know the difference between getting out of our comfort zone through with happiness and promise, and getting out of our comfort zone just pressuring ourselves and going through doing things that we don't want to really do deep down inside. It could be a job that you really deep down just doesn't provide any sort of fulfillment, doesn't show any promise, just provides only worries and fear, but you feel as if you need to go through it just because it's uncomfortable. And by constantly going through it, yes, it won't be uncomfortable, but you will get used to it, but you'll just be numb. There won't be any sort of end goal for you. It'll just be something that just nullifies your spirit, um, as opposed to going through getting past your comfort zone through promise. It's going to be uncomfortable, but there's something there that just drives you, that just keeps you going, that raises your spirit. And that's what we need to pursue. That's what I am trying to pursue in my life, by pursuing things that lift my spirit but make me uncomfortable and fearful, but knowing that this is what I want to do, and that this is something that is in alignment with who I am, and it raises my frequency, my energy, and leaves me energized at the end of the day, not unmotivated. Even if I go through a challenge that I find very difficult and just, full of doubts and worries, I know that there's something to salvage from this if I get past it, and that it'll provide me um, a new sense of growth and happiness, and it's made possible as opposed to going through challenges and worries and all that, and fear, and getting out of our comfort zone just through pressuring ourselves to do so because we feel as if it's just necessary, and that we always need to get out of our comfort zone, and we should never stay stagnant. And so I should just do anything I can to get out of my comfort zone, just for the sake of getting out of our comfort zone, just for the sake of satisfying a trend. And that is something that I feel as if isn't beneficial. So there is a difference between the two, and I'm trying to pursue it myself. I'm trying to notice the difference. Like I said, you can use the hobby method. Whatever your hobby is, or something that a hobby that you want to pursue, there are going to be challenges, obviously, with that hobby. But you know that by pursuing that hobby, that there's something to salvage from, that'll make you happy, that'll lift your spirit. We obviously aren't going to do any hobby that we really don't want to do. Why would you want to pursue a hobby that isn't in your interest? Deep down inside, I mean, you may pursue things that aren't in your interest, and you might find out that you like it in the first in the in a new beginning, and the more power to you if that happens. I'm not saying that we shouldn't always pursue things that are in our interest. Sometimes things can come out of nowhere, and we may grow, and we may grow with something that we never thought would grow us. That can happen too. But I truly believe that it has to be in alignment with who you are deep down inside. And we all know it. We just have to stop evading or distracting ourselves from what's within ourselves. So I'm stammering again. As you can see, I'm trying to work on being able to talk comfortably on camera. And I'm going to work on that. But that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you got something from it. And like always, have a good day.